right, we're back, and we have some coffees now. So our usual setup for trying coffee, we have done iced caramel lattes and then a hot cafe latte, so that we can isolate flavor from just what we're getting out of the roast. So, should we go ahead and try it?
Sure. Ooh.
You like it a lot?
That was really good.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, like, first of all, the flavor burst of, like, caramel, the deep coffee flavor of that. Like, we were looking at the actual beans and commenting on, like, we've noticed a lot of people calling roast dark roast, and they look more like a medium roast. And so it was just interesting seeing this trend going around, but it definitely has that dark roast flavor.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it tastes like a dark roast. It's good.
Yeah.
It's full-bodied. It's pretty smooth.
Yeah. I mean, it's got some real taste to it. You want to try the hot now?
Yeah. Take the lead. It's got extra foam, too.
Do I have it all over my lips now?
Yeah.
No.
You might want to wipe
Nope,
that off.
I'm going to go along with it.
Okay.
So I'm going to say with the hot, the flavors are a little bit more muted, as usual with hot coffee. But still, like, the taste of good quality coffee is there for me.
Wow, that's kind of weird. It pulled a really thick crema when pulled as a shot. So much so that it seems to have kind of stabilized with the milk.
Do you think that's part of the oil?
I don't think so.
Extra oil added?
Maybe. You mean why it would react that way? Maybe.
Mm-hmm. Like why the extra crema? If you know, would you comment down below and let us know why?
Does CBD oil lead to more crema?
Or just oil in general?
Maybe it's just like the CBD's hitting it and it's just relaxing. And it's like,
I'm just one with the foam.
I'm one with the foam, man. Like,
swishing around in this cup, like, wall to wall.
But look, it's like, I don't know if we could even show it on camera.
If you can, you have to take a picture of it and do your little flash thingy that
it's
you
too
do.
bright. Yeah, we'll try to show it. Here, I'll take a photo
We'll do
right
it right
now.
Here.
We'll do it right here as I'm taking it.
And then as he snaps it, he's going to flash it up there.
How do you know my editing?
It's like I've watched a video or two.
But yeah, you can see, basically it's kind of like, it's very unusual. It kind of like formed like a cakiness. It's almost like the, I don't know, it's unusual. It doesn't make the coffee taste bad though.
It reminds me of like when I get my cortados, how like they've now made a lot of the cream the color of the coffee, with putting most of the cream under the layers and then just having on the top like more coffee colors, but then the bubbles come up with the cortados I've been getting lately, the pictures I've been taking at least, for our Instagram and for my Yelp reviews that I do. I always take a picture of the coffee so people kind of have an idea of what they're getting. And I order, like, I'm finding a trend right now where a lot of places don't make cortados. Don't know what they are.
That's like never been a thing that a lot of places make cortados.
Well, where did like the cortado just pop up, as in like somebody that just wanted less milk? Or
I mean, I think it's an old Italian drink that just didn't make its way as popular as cappuccinos and lattes. So it's
just crazy to me because it's so much better than any of those drinks. Like when you want
I like
coffee
lattes
with a little bit of cream. Yeah, but again, it's like, sometimes you don't want that thinness from all the milk.
Yeah,
like
some people definitely put too much milk in their lattes.
Yeah, which is a thing that just happens. Why I switched to cortados. And I thought whenever we went to a lot of the coffee shops that there were cortados everywhere, but then now that I've been going to a few in other places, they're like, we don't even know what that is.
Yeah, no. I think the first time I saw it was back when bittersweet in Huntington was a thing.
That was the first time you saw it?
Yeah, like on a menu anywhere. And then of course they closed. I've seen a couple other places that
You
have
got
it.
one in Asheville.
Yeah. And that is more like where you would see it, like super coffee culture, Asheville. I believe that was High Five. They also have like Cubanos. You don't see Cubanos everywhere. Like, not everywhere has salt for your coffee.
But if it did, no. So, but yeah, back to this. What kind of notes do you taste in yours?
I mean, it definitely is helping along the caramel. That much is obvious. There is a bit of like cocoa flavor in there too, though.
I taste a little bit of the cocoa, and I was also wondering if I tasted a rich vanilla, like a deep rich vanilla. Like it's almost molassy. Is that a word?
I don't think so. I mean, you can make it a word, but...
Oh, you were talking about that you don't think so in the flavor. Oh, or that you don't think it's a word. I thought you were saying you don't think so on the flavor part. I was like, that's understandable.
No, I see what you're saying.
There's like that pungent taste of something in there that is really good. It's sweet and deep in flavor, but I can't identify it.
Mm-hmm. So... and maybe I don't know. The amount of CBD in this, is this enough that if you're someone who wants to consume CBD, this could be your primary delivery method? Or would this just be, is it more like a novelty thing or an extra thing that it happens to have CBD infused?
Well, as I was trying to look a little bit more on the internet about that before we started filming, just so I can have a little bit of knowledge on CBD, a little bit more than what I have. But I usually see CBD oil products like tinctures and such as like 20 milligrams OTC. So, like I said, this is 120 milligrams of CBD oil, which sounds like it would be like a nice jolt.
Of course, I wonder whether that's
does.
per serving or that's throughout the entire batch.
My thoughts is entire batch, but I mean... I don't think it says on here. It just says, it's per 12 ounces. So it is 120 milligrams CBD per the bag.
Okay.
That we got.
Gotcha. So that makes sense.
Yeah.
So it'd be like a low dose of CBD.
Well, if you think about, we're making what, a 4 ounce or 2 ounce shot?
2 ounces.
Okay, I didn't know if a double was like 4 ounces. All right, 2 ounces. So you're looking at what, like about 40 milligrams, 20 milligrams, 20 to 40 per drink?
It's not a straight ratio of... yeah.
Guesstimating.
There should be more.
So it's probably about,
coffee.
my guess would be a serving, like what you would do with your oil, like if you went and rubbed your oil on whatever part bothered you or your forehead or whatever you do with yours. I would say this would be one way to consume it.
It's amazing that how CBD has caught on. It's probably a really good thing for the eventual legalization of marijuana to get people used to the idea now of like anything coming from the plant doesn't have to be evil. And then I think...
Yeah, but there's still such a great debate on even the CBD with the medical community in their fight against drug war. Like a lot of people don't want to put their satisfaction on CBD, saying that it does actually help and that it's not a placebo.
Oh, I mean, I think that's been proven in some cases, but the fact that we have hemp farms right outside Lexington.
Yeah,
and
but the reason why they have hemp farms is you can make there's a lot that can come from those other than just...
Yeah, but also, CBD is legal here, and so they're able to go ahead and do that.
Is CBD not legal in, I think it's 48 states?
No, it's legal more than 48. Or you mean it is legal in 48
legal.
states? Oh, probably. Something like that.
Yeah, I think there is just like a couple that aren't legal yet. You can verify that. Let us know. All right, we'll go on the scale. What do you give it?
Ooh, this is...
And which do you prefer?
I prefer it iced, definitely. It's good hot as well, but I prefer it iced. I would give this... 8.5, 8 3/4. It's pretty good. Unless you're drinking it for the CBD. This probably wouldn't be a daily drinker. Mostly because it is a little bit price prohibitive unless you are already going to be going after CBD. But as an occasional coffee, I think it's great.
Yeah, I definitely, I give this a 9, my flavor. The price would hit me because I am such a coffee consumer.
Yeah, we go through a lot.
Yeah, so like that would be a little hindrance for me. But honestly, to keep a bag of this, and to have like maybe try it on a pour over, or like, you know, if I wanted to use it for more the medicinal like daily purpose of the CBD oil, I think I would try doing it as a pour over or even in the French press.
Much sooner do a French press.
Well, I mean, I'm still yet to want to be able to find good coffee that I can do in a pour over. Like a lot of people recommend pour overs now because that's the hip trend.
Really?
Going around.
I just find them so boring. I'm like, I don't know.
Well, I really wanted to get one on here and try a couple blends to see which one tasted the best.
I'm probably also scarred from having to make pour overs and finding it annoying.
Well, only because you are such a fast-paced person, and that's a thing that takes patience and time.
I mean, it wasn't that I was fast-paced. It's that there's a line, honey, and y'all got to keep it moving. And so
you call it honey.
Whoever happened to be ordering a freaking pour-over when it's a rush hour.
Which is crazy to me because, like, in my head, if I were to create a cafe, I would just have you do your own damn pour-over. I would hand you the little metal pitcher and your pour-over thing, and there you go. You have
DIY.
that fun experience. Yeah, well, I mean, you want it for Instagram anyway, right?
I think a lot of the reason people do pour overs is because they want to make sure that their drip coffee was just made, that it was made fresh. And so they're like, oh, do a pour over because I know you made it just now, as opposed to I don't know how long that coffee's been sitting there that's drip coffee that you already made.
Which confuses me that isn't more trending other than the fact that people want fast-paced coffee at their fingertips. But
that, and you know, French presses are nice. If you're going to stay in a cafe, they'll usually give you the French press. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, there are just a lot of other methods. Anywho, any final comments here?
I definitely preferred it iced, but this was just like, yeah, it's a really great cup of coffee, and definitely give them a check on their Instagram because that's where they're most active, and then follow them here on YouTube as well as us. Subscribe down below. Comment if you have any answers to anything we have to say. We're on Instagram as a Latte Shots and Facebook. If you are a coffee company and want us to try your coffee and give you an honest opinion, send it to us and send us a little DM. Slip into our DMs.
You gotta slide into the DMs.
Oh. I'm a little too old for this sliding stuff. I can slip. I slip all the time, but...
Anywho, yeah, we don't promise good reviews, but we promise reviews if you send us good coffee. All right, thank you very much. Have a good week, everyone, and we'll be back with another coffee next week.
Boom.